that should be live. I have no ability to hear the music or hear anything going on. Literally do not have any outputs that I can hear. So this is going to be a great time. Okay. Let's post up that I'm live. Like, there's no point to even have a start soon screen because I don't even have an easy way to mute the mic. Because technically I can lower the gain until it's 0, but what's the point in that? So we're gonna just have to deal with it and have the early people joining in just gonna have me talking, maybe with ads. I don't know. Oh, I have no plans for today. Where's my mouse? There's the mouse. I don't even have PNG Tuber. Pull up my art timer. Just, oh boy, bad thing. I don't have any way to stop that. Yeah, it's Zay Volley, because this is like the best thing I have to show that I'm talking. Howdy, Storm. To raise up my table. I'm clipping a bit. Okay, hold on. How's that? Hopefully that's a little bit better. That's like the one thing I can do is I can manually change the gain on this mixer. Because this is a different mixer. This is the previous mixer I was using that we were setting up for Bun. But like now my Go XLR Mini is just completely non-functional. I actually lowered it by quite a bit. So let me actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep talking until, okay, so now it's showing up red. So now I'm going to back it back a little bit. So hopefully that is a bit better. It also might be something to do with like how close I am to the mic or the fact that I had no ability to do anything. Okay, so the company is gone. That explains everything. Because it was trying to update, but it was failing to update, and that's when all the crashes started happening. So it okay, that explains everything. I uninstalled the drivers, then found out that I couldn't reinstall the drivers because I couldn't find their site, and I was like, okay, they're doing maintenance. That's weird. Then I found gone for like a year or so. The fuck? Then why did it recently anyways? But yeah, the Jesus Christ. Then I had I did find a like third party, not drivers, but third party program to use for the interface, and it was a lot nicer. But after setting that up and making that work, that was working. Like 10 minutes later, I put the video into the general chat of like it's just cycling colors and not doing anything. So, yep. I'll be honest, I was mixed on the Go XLR Mini anyways. Like I was already kind of considering alternatives. So, yeah, I think I might just look at different and better. I don't know. I kind of just want like, oh wait. I have an idea. I have an idea. It's not like a crazy idea, but it's still an idea. Do I have that file in here? I thought that was this year. Especially lately. Okay, so yeah, it's not that far back. It should be in 25 or 24. Aha, found it. Wait, there's not music? There should be. Oh, it was paused. Might be. I don't know when that paused. Thank you for saying something. All right, so this is a giant thing that Zach had made, and I was just going through and just kind of detailing it for funsies during a stream last year. So we're gonna kind of keep poking at it because why not? Music stopped again? I am looking at it playing actively right now. The hell? Okay, that time it was muted. The fuck? Okay, pushing my keyboard back slowly. Okay, it's still good. It's still good. I don't know why that was paused or why that was muted. But I guess we're back. All right, so I'm thinking we just kind of go in, find a little bit of detail, and just kind of start painting with line work. Like, just no sense in thinking that we have to have a certain logic to it. A little bit bigger cursor size. It's a real question of how... I know I just said without thinking about it, and then I just immediately started thinking about it. But it's like, do I really stick to what it has, or let's just kind of... This is just a vibes thing now. So yeah, today's been fun. Okay, and I actively want to avoid like, oh man, this isn't in perspective straight line stuff. So I'm just like, nope, sketch it in. If it's not perfect, it's just part of the fact that everything is warps. Music is louder than me at times. Well, heck. Alright, that is the lowest I can bring the music in that browser. I might be able to lower it more on the desktop end. So yeah, let me know if that still happens. Mic is low as the root cause. It shows that it's clipping too, so... Hold on, I'm gonna take a quick look if the output on the main PC can be bumped up. Yeah, that's that system. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh wow. Okay, I found part of the problem. So I had two dials I could mix around with, and one of them I never had moved in the past, and now I have to. So, yep, fixed it. Sorry about that. Audio issues are forever. Now we can pop up the music just a smidge so that that's audible again, and it shouldn't be clipping either. as I'm working on this more, I'm realizing this is actually a really bad idea for like stream content, because this is something that I just kind of idly work on. This isn't really something that is good to be engaging with while I'm working on it. So I will be kind of thinking of what else I am going to be doing. I am open to any and all suggestions that anyone can think of. Like, I literally did not have any plans. I had the mixer. I woke up early, futzed with the mixer, got the third-party software set up, got it working. It was doing great, and then it stopped working, and I'm like, I was already tired. I'm gonna take a nap. And when I woke up, I had a message from Bun saying, hey, you know that there is supposed to be a stream today. I went, oh fuck. And or cute bats. Not opposed to the idea. By my definition of cute. Yeah, my definition of cute, I don't fully know what it is all the time, so. I'm kind of running with a... Well, I at first I was like, oh, what would a Zay, like, fluff bat look like? And then I realized I would probably just end up making it a moth, because I think that would fit better. Like, that would be more fun to draw. Ow! Hope that you're well. Just kind of futzing about while I'm thinking of what to do. Got any suggestion of a fluff bat? I think I'm at least gonna doodle one out. Fluff butt. Well, I said fluff bat, so correct yourself again. Why don't you? Got any suggestions of a fluff bat? Fluff bat butt? Alright, I think we're gonna doodle up a fluff bat or something. Hello! Kind of blah. I'm very sad because cats aren't getting along, and one of them is old and frail, so her safety, she's moving in with stepdad. Aw. Like, that's a real shame. Like, it is for their safety, just to make sure that they'll be alright. But yeah. On a related note, Merv turned 8 like a few days ago. And acts like she's 21. Not in cat years, in human years. She acts like she's 21 in human years. She's like, I have to be independent. I have to pull up a photo of a bat so I don't just go crazy. Little details. Oh yeah, y'all can definitely hear my mic. There's no way you can't. Or my mic, my keyboard. You know, she's asleep in her bed, like, right across from me. Yeah, Mervalian, actually, she's Mervalian. Clickety clackety. I have an IBM Model M. Like, it's clickety clackety, is all heckety. Okay. So, that should be delete. Oh no, that's delete selection. Bat, 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 bat. Bappity battity. I'm just imagining you're saying that as someone's hitting you with like a like rubber bat. It's like bat, 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 bat. Here, I'm actually gonna pull in the photo that I am looking at so that y'all can kind of see what's going on. All right. So what we have is a kind of longer... Yay! Wait, you can't call them that. That's fucked up. That's a pom-pom. Someone holding a bat in each hand. That person's called a cheerleader. Okay, a little shorter of a snoot. Ears are as big as the head. Like a little extra shape over here. I want to bring this back a little bit more. Like, I have to get good at drawing bats because I want to make a bat critter for that critter game. See, I don't quite know what this shape is. I think that, like, this kind of goes around here, but, like, I think that there's a lot of fluff right here because I see a line right there, and I think that it loops up like that and probably has, like, an extra little fold right here. This is reminding me that there's that one art meme that went around of, like, draw all these animals in your style, and it's like different types of bats, different types of snakes, different types of dogs, different types of, like, you know, things that people in the furry community tend to... Sorry, just make sure Frosh didn't jump on the frog cage. People in the furry community, like, are used to drawing all the same. And it's like, how well do you draw these in your style? And it's like, I've been meaning to do that for like years now. And I don't think there's like any bats on there. At least if there is, there's only like a couple. It's been a bit since I've drawn from a study. Called the tragus. This part of the ear? The ear flap? Oh, wow. It has a name. That thing's a little tragus. Okay, we are going to... Oh, that's right. I haven't remade my charcoal brush, so we're actually going to use the inbuilt charcoal brush. Where is it? Where is this? Hold on. Oh, that's right. It's in the pastel section. Okay. Just so that we can have both control and not control. This is my Rattosea. Person who only draws furry. Mangu Woo. That is a adorable name. Hello, hello. Hope that you're well. What were you up to today? And if you have to raid and run, please feel free to do so. My name is Azar. I'm a character designer and illustrator. And my mic today is gonna be weird compared to normal. And I have like no plans for today, so we're doing a study of a hoary bat. They're delicious. We have a mango in chat. Yeah, I know that mood. It's like, oops, wrong emote. Raid! Okay, let's block out some stuffs here. This is kind of just turning into a study. So if we have the light coming in from over here. 12-hour stream. Go take care of yourself. Like, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for trusting your community over here. For anybody who wants to tell me about Mangu's stream, like, please do so. But yes, you need to sleep. I've done long streams like that before. You need to crash. Please take care of yourself. And again, thank you so much for the raid. Okay, it was a first. Okay. Hot damn. You know, that is impressive. I'm gonna finish the fursuit head. Oh, I hope that you did. I mean, you're here, so I'd assume that you did and didn't just, like, give up. But I guess it wouldn't be giving up. It'd be, hey, health. And, you know, you community lovingly kicked you off stream. But no, I'm distracting you again. Get out of here. I say leave out of respect. Like an uncle that never shaves. Yeah. What do you think a bat is? Yeah, I don't want to leave. Well, if you're gonna have to be here, then you might as well ask art questions, and I'll answer as though I'm a professional who knows what I'm doing. There you go. This is so rat-coded right now. I think I made this newt too long. Can I draw a circle on the first try? Well, step 1, you sell your soul to Satan. Step 2, you don't. 2. Oh, that was a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. 3. But yeah, no, the actual answer, like the not joke answer, that, because we have tools for this, and we have made tools for this for ages and ages for a reason. And if it looks too clinical, then you actually can emulate what you do IRL by making a ruler, and then you draw in the ruler. Because then it looks like you drew it, but you didn't. No, the Avali Zay is not meant to be reacting to the mic because I don't have a way to hook up my mic to the Avali Zay. Normally I'm Shark, but this one just has, you know, am making noise, so I'm using this. Alright, so we're gonna invert this and cry a little bit. I actually, you know what, I already see a couple of spots that are falters. Fugi is right there. Bun, I would have to hook my mic up to the Discord source for Fugi, and I'm on 2 different PCs. That Zay Volley is on the streaming PC, and I would have to have the reactive stuffs be over there, but my mic's not hooked up to that computer. It's hooked up to this computer, and I'm porting it through my audio setup so that the other computer can at least hear the mic. But I would have to completely change my Discord sources over there and then swap out some other stuffs. And I don't even know how sensitive this mic is, and it might just be bouncing and reacting to a lot of stuff it shouldn't be. It's just not worth the effort, and I wanted to stream today. So I was like, all right, one less thing I'm going to set up. I don't care. I kind of assumed that would happen. Just know, too much effort for too little reward. Sorry, I'm not as reactive today. But I actually remember, like, speaking on art tools, I remember years and years ago, like, before I was on Twitch, I had someone show up in chat and say that using a line tool was not real art. Like, I used, like, you know, wrong tool. I used this, and they were like, that's not real art. Like, what do you mean? A real artist should be able to, like, draw a circle or do a straight line was the big one of like, oh, yeah, no. Real artists can make a straight line. I used an ellipse tool, but whatever. Yeah, right. It was absolutely stupid. So what I did was I turned on my camera and I pointed my camera at my tablet and I had a ruler next to me and I put the ruler on the tablet and drew a straight line. I still had the wrong tool out, but I drew a straight line with the ruler on the tablet and go, man, I can't believe those artists for so many years never made real art. So yeah, no, if you have tools for it, just do so. You know, back to the how do straight line. Okay, we want this to be a bit more pale. We're gonna kind of block out some color. Yeah, ban rulers. Yeah, no, rulers aren't real art. I mean, come on. Everyone knows this. You know what? We are going to use my gouache tools, not... Yeah. Because this is a little bit better for blocking. Oh, wait, I was going to invert it and see how wrong it is. Yeah, the snoot is still, like, not quite shaped right, so we're actually going to back that up just a smidge on the snoot. But he never used references. No. He never used references, but he did use his boyfriend. He had his boyfriend pose for everything. Here's a bit off. Yeah. And that's the reason why Jesus is white in all of the iconography to this day, because when the church hired Da Vinci to do paintings of Jesus, he just had his boyfriend pose for it. That is not the right color. Actually, that's a pretty good color for right down here. So we're just going to kind of keep blocking out color and shapes and such. Bat! Yeah, and that's why Jesus is hot! Yeah, because Da Vinci really loved his boyfriend, who he was using as a reference. So he made his boyfriend hot. It's amazing, and I love it. Yeah, we're currently doing a study of a bat. A little more red for the flesh tones in here. Da Vinci? Yeah. Need to move this over here because I am messing with the colors. And I want to be able to see what I'm working on as I'm messing with the colors. So y'all can't see the color wheel today. Please draw and lurk. If you want to share updates of what you're doing, feel free to. I always love to see what people's drawings. Also on that note, if because I hope Mango has gone to sleep now, or at least gone to like eat some food or something. If someone has a photo of the head that Mango made today, I would love to see that, because that's a ton of work and I want to respect it and see it. All right, so I want to put a little bit of red into the face here, but overall keep it quite dark, because it's red because the skin is like influencing the colors. But I don't want to get too distracted on little details when we still have a lot of larger areas to still fill in. eye does need to be derpier. That's little details. We're not doing little details quite yet. Right now, we're blocking out. We're blocking out colors and shapes and textures as we're winding our way around everything. Listen, if I make the eye derpier now, you're going to be sad when I have to draw over it like 12 times in order to make everything work. So I'm just saving you heartache. Yeah, this is more orange than red that I have here. On the wings is definitely red. On the face, it's probably a bit more orange. I mean, I can make some assumptions about you. I think it was a little bit too pale of a yellow, so let's orange hue. Again, this is also a good way to just introduce a little bit more color variation in areas. And my goal is to not like do a color grab from anywhere on the actual photo. Because that's part of the fun. Okay, so let's figure out this ear. That, fun enough, the dark color on the ear is actually quite cool tone compared to the rest. I don't think it's like cold tone like a blue, but I think it's a bit more gray purple than it is not. I could just be imagining things, but I'll make the mistake by doodling it in now. Oh, we don't wrap it around like that. I feel like I need to put a timer on screen to be like, I have this much time to work on this art. Just to like force myself to kind of keep moving. I don't know, what do you think? Should I put like a 20 minutes up for 20 minutes left on this one? And then we'll find a different animal and just make today. Oh, you're saying 5 more minutes? Oh, geez. I have not been making this with 5 minutes in mind. So it will look very bad if I do 5 minutes, which means we're definitely doing 5 minutes. Hold on, let me pull up my timer. And chat, you're gonna have to keep me honest and stop me when it's done, because I don't have audio to know when it's done. There we go. 5 minutes. Let's begin. Okay, so with 5 minutes on the clock, what I need to do is I was looking at this little tiny ring of black here, or not black, brown here, and I don't think that's actually quite going to work out. So we're actually going to focus in on the face, because whenever you have a limited amount of time, you always focus in on the face first. And I know this color is inaccurate, but I need to have some type of solid color fill so that things make some form of sense. I need this to be a little bit more pale and a little bit more red, so we can block out. Always 5 minutes sometimes not progress here now. Bad artist for all eternity. Welcome to salvation. It's not just bad artists then, Gunny. Then it would be oh no, I'm done. Okay, well, I'll put it down. But no, if I was, that wouldn't be bad artist. That would be this one bat artist. I would just be refining this one bat for all of eternity. And I don't think, I'm certain that you would be fine with that, but I don't think that other people would, because then I would just be constantly refining one thing. And once it's photorealistic, what am I going to do? Just paint over it and just keep defining it? Make my entire artistic career based around one bat, and I'm just constantly making that one bat in so many different styles. Yes, this is the Cubism bat. Yes, this one is my post-impressionist bat. Ah, yes, this is my Baroque bat. I say that actually kind of would be hilarious to have your entire career just one, not even your own photo. It's a photo that is taken of a bat and you're just like, yep, I'm just drawing this one photo now. But yeah, y'all get ready with suggestions for other animals when this is done, because I think that's what today is going to be, is just a study day. And anyone is free to join in. We'll set up a timer and we'll have art that, we'll be working on. Yeah, we'll have a image on screen and people can kind of draw in whatever the animal is yourself and we can compare notes afterwards. How's that sound? Does that sound good? Good, because I'm forcing all of you to participate. So we got 2.5 minutes. Okay. Oh my god, Bun. Bun, no. If you want it to be mean, make it claim instead. Because then people who are used to the old system will just start timing themselves out. I trusted you! Why did you trust a member of Team Rocket? That's kind of your own fault. Like, I know that you're also a member of Team Rocket, but like, you really have to consider what you were dealing with there. Oh shoot, we probably don't have a ton of time left on the clock. This is not gonna look great. Okay, the little eye shine actually kind of brings it back just a little bit. 1 minute left. Okay. I don't know why I went up and looked at that. Get this little snoot detailed in some capacity. And I don't have my audio, so I can just kind of keep going if I want to. No one can tell me that it's stopped, because now it's I could just say everyone is lying. Oh shoot, 15 seconds. No wait, you're lying. I know it's the wrong tool, son of a. What's done? Oh, yep, done. Shoot. Okay, I'm done. It stopped. All right, so, Bun, did you set up the raffle system with Stream Elements? Or should I do that real quick and then subject everyone to my really loud keyboard? No. We're going to do a little raffle. We're going to raffle off what animal we're doing. It's on? Okay. Can we do a raffle then? Like 2 minutes or something. And it's name an animal. You can be very specific if you want. And I will find a photo of it and we'll do a study of it based on that photo. And everyone else has to join in. Every artist here has to join. It's like, what do people what do people have to say in order to enter the raffle? And I am going to change what my stream mixer says. Awesome, thank you. Like, at a distance, I'm totally fine with this painting. Up close, I am not okay with this painting. Here, I'm gonna get a quick screenshot. I know I need to put the Z on it. All right, so yep, exclamation point join. And if you win, you will be sharing with us an animal. I will say, we're not doing proper animals, so you can't like send a photo of your pet unless it's a really good photo of your pet. Just saying. And we will be working together on drawing them then. And also, hearts in chat for Bun, Densabot, for, like, helping do basically all of the bot stuffs while my bot is indisposed. Yeah, you can be very specific with what species of animal, like scientific name and such, but I'm still just gonna find a photo that works. No hearts for Bun! Gunny, you won! What animal are we going to have to draw? Bat! Okay, hold on. Oh, actually, this is a pretty good photo. Copy image. Literally, we're just using Google Photos. But, like, look at that bat. By the way, I want to point out, I typed in B space A space T, and this is one of the first things that came up. This is image number 4. Thank you so much for the follow. If you're an artist, then I highly suggest you join us today. Bat2, Bat Boogaloo. Okay, now, how much time do we need? I know that not everyone is a speed artist like me, so 5 minutes, way too short. I'm thinking like 25 to 30 minutes to do with the study. 30 seconds. I kind of want to see what I can get done in 30 seconds. Like, okay, while y'all are trying to think that through, I am going to set myself up for 30 seconds real quick. All right, everyone, keep me honest. Tell me when the timer's up. Okay, it started. Okay, so what we need is we can kind of figure out this bat wing, which is kind of in the light, and we can do that down there, and then a really darker color for right down here, and then we got to get this little snoot in. So what we can do is we can kind of block out the shapes around the head. Use darker tone for ears in this photo. Then we can put like a orange around the neck. Put a darker tone in here for the inside of the wings. Okay, sweet. 30 seconds. That's amazing. All right, we're going to set up 20 minutes. 20 minutes and 5 seconds because that gives people enough time to like get their papers ready and not feel like they're losing actual time for this thing. All right. You blinked. Well, you got a bat in one blink. Okay, so before I hit start on this, here's how this is gonna work. Any and all artists in the chat and people who are not artists, I'm not forcing, I'm encouraging everyone here to join in this. We are going to be doing a study on this particular bat. Actually, I kind of want, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna be able to pull this up on stream just so everyone can see it. Create new from clipboard, and I'm going to pull this up so that it is always visible. Let's actually put this on the top. Okay, and that'll be what we work with. And we're going to have 20 minutes to draw. And I encourage you to share what you have done. All right. Let's begin. 20 minutes on the clock. It's so weird having like that space removed from me. Because I don't need this anymore on here. Alrighty, so 20 minutes on the clock. Blinking is just batting the eyes. Is everything just bats today? Is everyone just going to suggest bats? Like, if that happens, you really need to also suggest, like, specific species of bats. Alright, so I do want to kind of block out a little bit before we really dive in here. So using this gray, we can kind of get this overall shape. Hey, I'm opening up raffles for people to suggest animals. It's up to y'all to make it all bats or not. Yeah, exactly. Give species name or something. Because I'm just going to be finding the bats on Google, so. Because we're doing studies, not like full detailed work, so it's totally fine to just find a photo online. It's for practice. Where raffle? When we're done with this, whenever we're done with the art piece, we'll open the raffle for the next aminal that we'll be looking up. It'll just be in the chat here. This is a very impromptu stream. Like, everything is just kind of as we can, as we feel like it type of thing. Okay, and I want this to be a darker tone in here. See, and I can already tell that the angle I have here is not quite right, so we are going to slim this down just a smidge. But yeah, when you're doing studies like these, you really don't want to get lost in the sauce on specific details. Like, you want to find wide areas, like this huge light spot on, the outside of this wing. Just kind of block that in and be like, oh, but it has all the little knuckles and such of all the digits of fingers in there. But it's like, nope, don't care. We're just blocking stuff out. We're just putting down some color. It's like, we'll get to those. Don't you worry, we'll get to them. I think this color works a little bit better, a little bit higher saturation. So let's just vaguely put this in. Yeah, because doing that is just an erase. But I already didn't like that, so we're just not going to do that yet. Now we can go in with the face. And we have this lighter tone of the head getting hit with this light, hit with the sun. And it looks like it's almost like a 3/4 of a circle is just hit with the light. So what we can do is we can just block out all the space that was hit with the light, and then block out all the space that's hit with shadow. And now we do the orange coat around the head. That is way too saturated. Nature likes really bright colors, but that's because a lot of their colors are very muted, so the bright colors really shine. So you can actually get away with very muted colors for a lot of stuff. All right, now we can kind of figure out some of these finer details, like the little ears. We just have this like that. And because we kind of blocked out the face really roughly, we can start to carve in where we have these other details. It looks like a panda right now. The really fun stages of this where it's just, what on earth am I looking at? This is amazing. It's not this animal at all. Let's go. I want the nose to be a little bit darker, so we're going to incorporate this lighter tone just kind of around the face. I think this tool that I'm using isn't the best for these type of studies because it doesn't quite have the color saturation to overlay on all of this, but it has a texture I really like and it blends in a way I really like, so we're doing studies. These are just for fun. This is just like for fun, a little bit of learning. No stress to not making it perfect. All right, let's get the eyes in. These are not perfect spheres in this photo. Now they're gonna look a little bit lifeless without the lights of the eyes. So work with me here, all right? We'll get there, we'll get there. I want to detail out the face a bit more. I think I need to make the eyes a little bit closer together because if we look at this, they should be just one eye space apart, and I did not do that. It's like, you know, you want to avoid going too far with too many details in one area, so I think that the face is looking all right, and that's 7 minutes in right now, so let's bring this around to a different element and try and get some more stuffs kind of figured out. So this underwing is actually quite dark for a lot of it. So we're going to try and blend this in just a little bit. We have these kind of veins, which I think I'm going to skip for the sakes of a 20-minute timer on this study. All right, thingies. And it is lighter on top. And what's funny is I think that finger is basically entirely done. We just blend this down a little bit. We bring this dark tone as, it really shouldn't be like a line like that, but we do want it to be a little bit darker right at the edge. And now we can bring in some of the knuckles. Yeah, I did the shape wrong. We need this to actually come back more. And now we pretty much just go straight down. Okay, and I see that it has this really dark spot right up here where this finger bone kind of lies. So we are going to incorporate that in like that. And this will be kind of our way to indicate some of the stretchiness. Fingy, yeah. And I want to make this a little bit more red, just to give it a bit more life than what I have currently. A little bit darker. And this actually doesn't go out quite as far as I have it here. It kind of meets up with the foot pretty sharply. So we just kind of remove away. And 10 minutes. For anyone who is following along, if you don't have the face, like, blocked out, you definitely want it by now. If you're really focusing in on some of the wings, be sure you take a second to zoom out and just make sure that you're not over detailing one area and not giving other areas enough love. That being said, I guess there is some logic to just, you know, man, the wings are really important, so I'm gonna make sure the wings look good. What do you mean the feet look basic? You don't stare at foxbat feet. Like, trust your judgment for stuffs. Was just a casual reminder. Need a nap. You spent 6 hours handling stupid hospital snafu and wrapping up exhaustion centers. Learning leaves me. Thank you for the bad studies that make you happy. Happy to have helped. And yeah, when you wake up, you can see in the server what studies we ended up getting up to. Please rest well. Bat needs a good nap. All right, how much time we got? 9 minutes. Best studies is correct. All right, fair. All right, so let's get some of this. See, I said that like the veins aren't super important on the other wing. However, on this wing, they are a very big detail. Seeing all of the vein patterns on this wing. So we are going to be making an effort to enact some of those, or at the very least, the idea of them. But I want to block out some of this. Go a little bit darker. This area, actually, you want this to be a little bit lighter, so I'm going to steal some of that color and then grab a in-between of the colors. I noticed that it doesn't get lower than the feet, so I may have made this wing overall a bit too big, but I am arbitrarily working within the limits of traditional media for the most part, and I'm not going to just like grab select, like I'm undoing, sure, but I'm not going to like grab select and transform. That's just a me thing, y'all. It's art studies, not art challenges. Yeah, don't get too caught up in the little details. Make sure that you have the overall stuff's good, and the details will kind of just make themselves as you do. Okay, and let's get in the little thingy. Kind of want to use a really dark color for this. That's too high up. Yeah. I think that's starting to look all right. Want this to be more of a smooth gradient. Punch line there. Smooth out this gradient a bit more before I really dive into this vein work. I have no idea how I'm going to do it, and that's the fun of it. This is going to be just figuring out on the fly. Get it? Because it's flying right now. I'm so funny. Alright, so let's grab that real quick, and let's brighten it up and make it a little paler, because the sunlight is shining through the wing and is paling it just a smidge. use this color over here so that way it's a little bit more in line. 5 minutes, okay. Alright, now for these lines, I'm thinking like a dark brown, the vein lines. So what we can do is we can just do the big veins that we see here, and then these horizontal ones. Just kind of going through the whole thing. I don't have to make them super detailed for you to get the gist of what's going on. Although those are definitely a bit too far apart. I think I can split the difference on these and it'll look fine. Because I feel like this is a pretty big detail of this photo, is how beautiful the veins look through the sunlight. And I want to respect it. Alright, now let's get back to that face with 3 minutes left. So what I can do is I can just add this as little lines, a lighter tone, and that'll give us a lot of the shape and a lot of the kind of fluffiness. And by doing the lighter tone over into this darker area, we can indicate that this area has a lot of fluff, but it's just in shadow for the most part. And you can do little zigzags to get the effect of fluff really fast and easy. It's like, the nice thing with a study is your goal is just to get the idea of the photo across, or at least a study at the speed we're currently working at. Oh no, we have an ad break. Well, that's a little annoying. But yeah, we're just getting the idea of the animal across. Don't need to go super hyper detailed if it doesn't help our end goals. Do not forget the shines in the eyes. That is huge for making it look adorable. And the face looks so pale, so I'm actually going to hit this with a bit of this lighter tone just to kind of warm it up. Is betterer. Now this fluff doesn't quite look fluffy enough. And we can darken out some spots. Now I don't have almost any details on the feet, so I'm actually not going to start now, because with the amount of time we have, it won't look good. It'll just look rushed and unfinished. So we're going to just leave it unfinished, so we don't even have it look bad and unfinished. It just looks unfinished, and that's only if you know what it looked like originally. I mean, granted, it's a study. You tend to, like, want to show off what the original looked like with it, but yeah, we might not. No, totally not. No hiding the bad arts. It's like, no, look at how bad I made the thing look. It's got no feet. And we'll see how many people even notice. Last time we got 3 seconds. All right, I think I'm just gonna zoom out. Pencils down, class. Pencils down. It's a bat. Okay, zooming out to 100% and grabbing a quick screenshot. Putting this into my server. For anyone who joined me on this adventure, on this bat-based adventure, feel free to share what you worked on too. I should probably save this and close it. There we go. But oh yeah, for anyone who wants to, you can join in the server and share your bat arts. Oh my god, Bun! That's a pretty good looking bat. See, you really did good at capturing the basics of the bat. Here, I'm actually gonna pull this up. Look at that bat. That's the Bun bat right there. Oh, do we not have a Discord command?
Whoopsies.
Take a drink. And how long does the raffle go for? I'm just gonna take a quick look. It's a 2-minute raffle. There it is. Yeah, join the Discord, share your bats. Let me give people a moment for that before I... Okay, yeah, before we start the next raffle, I want to give people just a moment. And the raffle, again, for anyone who is listening in and following along, it is to submit an animal. Preferably not proper animals, like don't send a photo of just like your pet, unless it's a really good photo. But if you have like a scientific name of a animal, then submit it in, and I'll just find one on Google and we'll just draw it. Spend 20 minutes on it. All right. It should just be, if I could type correctly. Should just be raffle, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I did it. I did it. I'm so good at this. Yeah. Yep, join in the raffle. Name your aminal if you win. And you can win multiple times. That's totally fine. We're just drawing animals here. All right. Animal studies. I'm just saving this file so I can hit save quickly. And even if you don't think you're a very good artist, that just means you really should be joining in, because that's the best way to get better, is to have no stakes practicing arts. I've got a few random DMs on Discord. Yep, mark those on red. I'll be responding to them afterwards. 60 seconds left. Oh, take a moment to stretch. How long have we been live? An hour? Okay. But he submits a steak. Man, I guess we have to go look up a cow then. Cracks all my fingers. 30 seconds remaining. I just remembered that one of these studies, I did a... Hey, Lily one! Yeah, I did a study on a campfire a photo of a campfire that I had taken. And I liked the look of it so much that I actually redesigned a character of mine. So like, it's actually very fun to do these studies. You never know what she's going to learn. Californian deer mouse. Okay. Is mouse. Is just a Cali girl. Oh, okay, deer mouse is actually a very visibly different species than a house mouse. Neat. Oh, okay, I found a great one. This is what we're using. Hold on, I gotta get the photo. Look at that mouse. Okay, I think this one is best vertical over here. Just look at that mouse. Give it a little more real estate. That's a Cali girl if ever I've seen one. Bonus points if anyone gives them a like basic bitch drink in their hand. Meow mean woof mean rar. Dusk, you really have a lot of like identity crises, don't you, huh? Welcome on in, Dusk. We're doing art studies, and we're about to draw a moose. I mean mouse. I mean Cali girl. I'm actually gonna be over here. Have you considered? All right. So, casual reminder for everybody. We're gonna have 20 minutes on the clock. Your goal is to draw this mouse. I'm sorry that is actually quite small on the screen. Should I? I don't have an easy way of making it bigger on the screen without destroying all of my real estate too, and I want to still be able to draw. Yeah, I would have to move it over to the other computer in order to easily do that. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna have to cover up my own stuff on OBS over on this computer. Oh well. End of the world, I know. Oh, I actually need to save the image then. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Image. Downloads. There, that'll have to do. All right. So, yep, you'll have 20 minutes to draw along with the moose. And then we'll we'll share all the stuffs once we're done. Okay, I'm just gonna move this over here then. Put it over on the other side. So here's the deal: is that this is on the main PC, and over here is as far as I can do. But like I can just have that like right there, so it's middle screen. Howdy. Crop it up just a little bit. Give this Cali girl a crop top. But like I can't put it over the chat or anything. That's kind of what I'm getting at. All right. No, I think that does work better on the other side, just because I want mine to be visible for while I'm talking through what I'm doing, and I tend to draw in this half. Man, commissioning too much people. Don't stretch yourself too thin. All right, I'm gonna start the 20-minute timer. Everyone have fun drawing. We're drawing a mouse. And of course, when we're done, we can share the arts. I want everyone to participate. All right, so this one, we want kind of a neutral brown, a little bit brighter than that. Yeah, mices. It's Meeson. Slightly more red. That'll have to do. All right, so let's block out face. See, now I have this on the other monitor, so I have an excuse if it looks bad. It's like, oh, it was so far from my image, I couldn't reference it well. Yeah, when this is done, we'll have another raffle for another animal that we're going to be drawing. And anyone can submit in with an animal. I think this one might take less time than 20 minutes to make look good. The problem is that the perspective is going to be throwing a lot of people off. But, like, you can't not pick this photo. They're just so cute. Like, am I going to regret this? Yes, hugely. Like, I'm already regretting this. Oh no, the fear of failure is kicking in. Click everyone, make them just look blobby instead. So I don't feel so bad about mine looking super blobby instead of good. And it does get brighter as we go back. Sorry, I'm like trying to identify what I am doing as I'm doing it. The snoot does go down pretty far, but overall the face is still quite round shaped. And then down here it kind of just like cuts off. Oh wow, I made a freaking Voltorb. We don't need Voltorb, we need Rattata. One of the legs goes down, the other leg we kind of have over here. And then we have the paw, which is like this bright pink almost. More pale than that. Newer mouse Pokemon are freaking electric type. Agreed. What do we have? We have Mousehold. Like Mousehold line and the Rattata line. Oh, we got a regional version of them too. It's like, I don't care. Alolan Raticate is probably one of the worst Pokemon ever to exist. Like, I'm sorry if you like Alolan Raticate. It's so many things wrong with it. Alright, so let's bring the snoot down now. We have much darker streaks on the side of the nose. I need those darker. There's just a slap a Victoria mustache on that bitch and call it a day. Not the Raticate. The Rattata it is. The Raticate is, let's just make his mouth full. It's like at any point, they'll just not be an Alolan Raticate. It's like, oh, it's got the really dark fur and it's got puffed up cheeks. That's it. That's it. Okay, so the snoot actually has this really bright spot at the end of it. Yeah, we got this face has like streakiness almost to it. Like focusing in because I think I picked a really overall bad photo for the technically third study we're doing. Just because it kind of forces a lot of really weird perspective into it. It's like, what details do you prioritize? You can't really easily block out a bunch of things when your shape is round and that's it. You make that snoot bigger and lower. Darken that color. No, not darken that color. More orange that color. Blend it in with that kind of red we have. And that'll give us a more natural transition color. Now what we want is to kind of indicate the nostrils that are on the top. So we just kind of do that. And let's kind of blur this in just a little bit more. I am focusing way too much on this snout. I'm not following my own instructions I gave before, where you don't want to focus in on one area too much before you have too many details in. So let's get these ears figured out. Darker. Yeah. All right, and the ears are... trying to see how big they are in relation to the face. They're like most the size of the face. They're like that big. And they're kind of close to the eye overall. The shape is kind of rounded. Tio! Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the sub. I hope you're having a lovely day. We're drawn chat submitted aminals. That ear is actually a lot smaller in the photo. Not quite that much smaller, but it is definitely smaller. I'm really just picking all the wrong colors here. This color is pretty good for the highlight around the edge. But for inside, what we want is like, kind of like that? No, more yellow. Brighter, because this is, material is thin, so the light is shining through it. More orange. More orange. Okay, I kind of liking that color. So what we do, just use this right here. And we want to split the difference. Focusing in brain. Doing studies is good for the art brain, but it's not as good for the trying to stream be entertaining brain. I don't know why someone picked a mouse that had a forward-facing image. That was just mean. I can't believe you forced me to use this one. Okay, we have this tone here, which is actually a little bit darker than what we have currently, so nope, not quite like that. Darker than that. Let's go maybe that color. Don't want to do too many details, but I keep wanting to do little details. Look at their cute little ears. How could you tell me I shouldn't do little cute details? I remember there was an amount of time where I wanted to do like monthly draw along sessions in the server where I would be like, all right, all the artists who want to join in, let's all get drawn on the studies and draw pile and just kind of have fun with it. Good God, trying to have energy for organizing events. Grumble, 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 grumble. Have this be a little bit lighter, because this is where the light is hitting really strongly, and around the tops of the ears too. Like, the ear is really, like, I'm not crazy, the other ear feels really big. Like in the photo, not just the one I'm drawing. I think it doesn't help that I have this kind of bending down a little bit farther than I think it should. Okay, so now we have a lighter color for the fur. Like, I know it's supposed to have these dark streaks in it too, but I'm just trying to figure out how I'm drawing this, man. Yeah, it's not quite the right color. Oh, atmospheric perspective, you bastard. Oh, so I only got 7 minutes. Okay, a little bit more than I thought I had. See, what's funny is that this spot right here is like a brighter orange. Like, I'm not crazy. That mouse is such an orange side. Okay, so let's figure out what we're doing here. Rude, bun. Don't have to call me out like this. See, this is a little bit more blue tone than I would like. Yeah, if I was crazy, then why are you also drawing a Californian deer mouse right now? Exactly. Checkmate, Zay. Yeah, this is one of those types of streams where I would probably be in a call and just like let people hang out and call, but I can't hear if I want to let chat have my mic as well. Oh, my weird ass audio setup today. This time we got 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to focus in on the eyes very soon here. He says still doing more to the face. But yeah, y'all, hope you have good aminals for the next raffle. I just realized I might actually join the next raffle. I have a spider I want to put in. It's like there's a really, it's a, I think it was the Brazilian something bloom, like Brazilian rose bloom tarantula or something. It's fucking stunning, and I've wanted to do a study of one. Like, I see what I'm doing, and I'm like, all right, I get it, but also this just looks kind of ridiculous and dopey with the perspective. That's just so funny. Let's brighten up these cheeks just a little bit, just to give us some more color definition and shading and shape. Yeah, my colors are super inaccurate, but I don't care at this point. Alright, let's get the eye reflection in. Okay, the eye reflections are really saving this right now. Just kind of get this general stick in. I don't want that to be just white. I want it to be like a yellowish white. Yeah, give me a bit more color here. I know there's like a lichen and such on this back one, but I'm fine right now. And 39 seconds remaining. Let's get this tail in. So we got 6 seconds. Whiskers. I almost forgot the freaking whiskers. Okay, done. It's a mouse. All right, Bun, let's see what you made. Per channel. Mouse. Mouse. Is a mouse. I think that's pretty close. So different from how I usually see you draw, and it's really cool. Yeah, I think it's actually a great time to remind people that art is not a binary system. You really do just make and make and make, and then when you find a style you like, you work with that style, but that doesn't mean you can't make anything else. Like, this is the stuff that I did all the time in college. I was like, all right, you're doing a master's study. Here's this charcoal image of someone who had made like a horse head. Now replicate that as close you can to perfect. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right. What is that noise? I have no idea. Anyways. Okay, we're going to open up the next raffle. It'll be open for 2 minutes. Please join the raffle if you have an animal that you want to submit in. I'm going to put the image that we copied into the server. And I'm going to confirm the name of this tarantula before I join myself. Pink Bloom Tarantula. I was very close. Okay, I'm joining. If you have an animal, any animal is okay. I was about to ask if people could be submitted a spider. I mean, I'm submitting in a spider. I will have arachnophobia warnings in the title and such, but... And you can join multiple times, or you can, even if you've won before, you can join again. I would just suggest maybe a different search criteria. Whatever you tell me to search up, I'm just going to search that on Google and find a pleasing image, and we're going to be drawing that. So... It's like, be mindful that you're not submitting an exact image. I mean, so far it's me and Tia, which means we're definitely drawing a spider. Unless someone jumps in here and changes it. Submitting your ref sheet. All right, everyone, time to do a study of this spider, and it's just Pool Toy Spider. I just looked up Tarantula Pool Toy, and like, you know, spider warning, of course, but I love that this comes up. I just looked up tarantula pool toy. That's the 4th image. I didn't look on a incognito tab, so it might use like previous search history stuff for me. Anyways, I'm gonna be submitting in a oh fuck, what was the name of this thing? A Pink Bloom Tarantula. These things are beautiful, beautiful spiders. I feel like, okay, this one that's on someone's hand is a really, really cool pose and really, really cool everything, but I feel like that'll trigger arachnophobia in people a lot more, and I want this one to be a bit more accessible. No, that one's a little too hard to see everything. Oh, that one's a gamer girl. Okay, I think we're going with the gamer girl. You'll see what I mean. Save image. Yeah, then you would have to draw the hand too, and I don't want to make this too difficult. It is a really simple hand pose, but hands are still difficult. So, all right. So, last warning, arachnophobia warning. It'll be up for probably like 25 minutes or something. So if you don't like tarantulas, then, you know, please leave. But we are going to be drawing the Brazilian pink bloom or purple bloom tarantula. Jesus Christ, there's so many different names. But this one's a gamer girl. Yeah, if you don't like tarantulas, just get the fuck out of here. Honestly, it's just good advice because we're very pro spiders here. Like, you can be, you know, oh, I have arachnophobia. I'm like, you know, it causes a very visceral physical reaction in me. That's fine. So long as you're not like, oh, I want to destroy them all. It's like, no. We like animals here. But yeah, gamer girl. Yeah, only the females are this brightly colored. This isn't even a great example of a brightly colored one too. Like there is such pretty images. I'm just going to pull one up real quick. Like, look at how vivid these are. They're stunning. And I only learned about this tarantula because, I can't remember what the original image or what the original video was, but there's some video on YouTube and someone in the comments are like, yeah, no one even asks people like, you know, what their favorite spider is anymore. They're just like this and this and this. And so I asked them, hey, what's your favorite spider? And they told me this one. And I'm like, you know what? That's a fucking good spider. That's a really good spider. All right. So I encourage everybody to join in no matter what your art quality is. And hey, feel free to share your art as well after this is done or after the 20 minutes is up. We're going to be starting 20 minutes just a moment here. And yeah, just do, you know, have fun with it. Just kind of draw Spooter. Oh, I need to actually pull up the image so I have the image again. Shoot, where was it? Where was it? Okay. Yeah, I have it up on my other monitor so I can actually draw along easier. Okay. 20 minutes begins now. Get angry. Don't get angry at the spider. Anything else I know his binomial name offhand? Yep. Oh no, I was honestly more concerned that like they didn't find a lot. Oh wow, hold on. I'm gonna take a quick pause. I'm gonna pause this. I'm sorry. We may have to re-roll this because what on earth is that glitch on the leg? That leg has like, yeah, that's in the original image too. Do we want to carry on with this? And it's just, hey, make up the leg however you want. I kind of feel like we should just, yeah, you see the leg that's closest to us? Like, hold on. I'm just gonna, no, wait, wrong one. 1 second. Like, what's going on with this? There was clearly an edit. Was there, like, someone's fucking... Did someone have, like, their name here and someone else just edited it out? I don't like that. Like, it completely destroys the thing. Yeah, it's a censored knee. Okay, no, they're not missing a leg. It's back here. Hold on, can I find the original of this now? I'm actually very curious. Reverse image search is not getting me it. I think that's the only one of this, so it might be the original uploader had clone stamped out something. Maybe. I don't know. Well, okay. It's definitely a clone stamp thing because it's exact repeating patterns right here. It's very poorly done, whatever it is. I don't think they moved the leg because everything around it down here is totally fine. I really think that there was just something overlaid that they just wanted removed. Fuck it, we're gonna carry on with this one. It's just use your creative abilities as an artist to fill in the knee. Yeah, it just says there we go. All right, restarting the timer now. Let's do this. Yeah, to the side is the rest of the leg. That is fair. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with it. Whatever. Alrighty. Block of blob for the middle, and I'm just gonna use whatever purple. And this part comes up like that. I have to adjust all those colors later. And because all the legs should be coming out of the body. Like, I know I have the wrong terminology. After that. This looks like a child's drawing of like, I'm gonna make an alien. Filling out the leggies. God, earlier we were talking about like, hey, if you don't like spiders, you know, you should probably leave. Reminded me that I knew somebody once that was adamant, like 100% adamant. I really hope that their mind has changed since then, but they were adamant that if you were a furry, it was immoral of you to not be vegetarian or vegan. I'm certain I don't have to explain anything with that. But yeah, they were like, if you are a furry and you eat meat, that is not okay. It's like, not like, oh, I suggest that you don't. It's like, no, you just shouldn't be a furry. And it's like, you know, I'm totally fine with people not wanting to go eat meat. Like, that's okay. But to be like, what are you doing in the fandom is, yeah. But anyways, if you don't like spiders, get the fuck out of here. All right, so trying to come up with these colors is gonna be fun. Because they are quite bright, but I have to be realistic with them. As well as on my main monitor, they're gonna be a slightly different color because my main monitor is actually fucking bright. And like back here is just kind of all shadow, but I do see the sides of... Fuck. The names of all the parts are escaping me. I only remember the pedipalps off the top of my head. But that's fine, because we're still going to draw them respectfully. It's like brighter on the knees, but it really is like a very vibrant, like magenta, like a pink purple almost. It's like I'm gonna have to be careful not to like dwell too much on exact colors because I will not be able to match this very well. Like I really want to get this leg and then I'll feel a lot better about this. Okay, so if we do like a bluish purple and then fade that up to like a hot pink almost. Because if I get this leg, then I can do color grab off of it. As we work our way around the overall image. Yeah, I think that hot pink probably not quite the right call. Yeah, no, that's a very curious color. That's like in the color range of like doesn't fully fit eyes, like your eyes looking at it. That's like a rose pink or something. I think we're just gonna have to have as close as we reasonably can and then just hit send on it. It's like, that's not awful. I think that needs to be a little bit paler. Ooh, it said a little bit. Okay. I'm fine enough with that. So let's get the... See, that's not a black. That's like a black blue. Like I'll start this off with, yeah, you really shouldn't be doing hyper details in one area. You want to kind of work your way around the stuff so then you come back around to it. And then I'm over here like, no, I need this one section of this one leg correct. All right, let's just start working our way around. This section to be a little bit more red. Because like it's lighter towards, or it's this pinker color towards the light source, so we have to be mindful of that as I'm going around. I know it's not exactly the right color to use right there, but I'm going to anyways. Main body doesn't really use that purpley tone, so we're gonna grab the abdomen color. Getting all this so wrong. I swear, I know that the spider terms. It's bugging me because I know I used to know them. I want to be a bit more peach colored. Okay, and then we have just like a bunch of lines kind of going towards the middle here. Then we have this almost purpley color No, that's an orange, not a purple. It's like an orange red. It's a orange. Just kind of giving us some definition down there. Okay, and we're finding out this leg a bit more. I want to make sure that this shape exists, like it's going the right way. Yeah, that's a good looking singular leg. Let's have 10 minutes to do all the rest of them. Yeah, just imagine the rest of them. It'll be, yeah. That's all you need to know. Is just imagine them. Use your own creativity. Why do I have to do everything for you? Ugh. Can't believe people would be so lazy as to not even be able to use their own imagination. Just imagine the banana taped to the wall. Like, that's easy. Okay, now I need to get into rush mode as I try to piece together what on earth I'm doing. Oh, yeah, actually, we have a shape here that I need to get because it just feels really important for the overall shape. Okay, so we can do this. Imagine the leg. See, we're doing the imagining. Yay. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm actually getting tired. Oh, this is working out my brain a lot more than I thought it would, but also I've been in rush mode trying to set up, not rush mode per se. Like, it sounds like I'm starting to make excuses as to why someone could be tired when their entire fucking audio setup just completely died and they only found out in stream that the company that made their mixer is no longer in existence. So of course they don't have any of the tools they had before and had to use things that they found. Anyways, making a toast to all the spiders out there. A toast to ye. Okay, that is an adorable Sippies. That is so fucking cute. Yeah, my compliments to the chef. That's a really good one. Oh, this is going to be very rough. I got 4 minutes. Okay, so we're going to be doing the black lines on the legs kind of last then, I think. I don't know if I can do another one of these right now. For being a very sudden stream, this actually, or a very sudden stream idea, this actually turned out to be a lot of fun, and it's making me really want more and more to do those yeah, like community art nights. It's like, all right, here's just like a full body pose, fill it in, everyone have fun. These are rounded, not pointed. The pedipalps aren't pointed. God, I'm just imagining, like, in a college setting where it's like, all right, everyone, we're going to be doing art studies today. We're going to be doing live figure studies. Oh, what are we, like, who are we going to be drawing? Where's the art? Where's the figure? Yeah, where's our figure? Where are they? It's like, oh, they're inside this box, and everyone has to draw like a tarantula in a box. It's like, all right, yeah, they're going to be moving around. What of it? Get to drawing. It's like, and I could totally see it too, especially some of my instructors were very much a little bit chaotic. You're like, all right, this is what we have. It's like, that would be me. I'd be like, all right, I brought in my dart frogs. They're very social and will be jumping around a lot. Draw them as best you can. And I just fed them too, so they're going to be running around. Same, you're very social, you're going to be jumping around. But that'd be really fun just to be a art instructor for like a semester or something. It's like, all right, I'm going to be very memorable for all of you, and I don't know if you're going to like me or not, and I don't care. See you in VR? I should see you in VR. Like, I have a VR room now. Like, I have space set aside for VR, and I have not done hardly anything with it. doesn't exactly help that I wanted to have that Zay model all done, and well, life is difficult for Kid all the time, so it's hard to really sit down and hammer out like what's needed, what's going on, etc. How much time we got? Oh, fuck, 20 seconds. Okay. "20-second spider drawing, let's go." That's just going to be the one meme of like, I sent you this spider drawing for rent. I hope this is acceptable. And it's just a circle with 7 legs. Done? Oh, fuck. Okay. I didn't even get to draw in the Game Boy. I do really like this one, though. This is I like how each of these for this event have gotten more and more ambitious. Gamer girl. Well, this one isn't a gamer girl, unfortunately. Yeah, let's see. You're gamer girl, boy. Let me get my screenshots. Had her game confiscated. She was playing under the covers. She wasn't going to sleep at bedtime. But yeah, boy, let's see yours is. All right, removing the image from the screen. Oh yeah, I have the 30-second one. I'm pretty happy with just drawing up 4. Oh, you ate food instead of okay, you know what? That's fair. Yeah, you said you made toast. Duh. All right. I'm probably going to call this here. Oh, I was going to space out stuff's a little bit better. I'll reorganize that when I'm probably going to post this on Blue Sky. I think that this looks fun. But yep. I'm probably going to call this stream here. I'm getting tired. Yeah, unfortunately. This is a lot of fun, and I would like to do more of this. God, all of the stream ideas that I have and all the stream stuff that I want to do, I would have to stream like 4 or 5 days a week. And I really don't think I can maintain that healthfully. So I'm not.
You're gonna get the trophy for like
Mythics and crew is doing pummel parties. They're not doing art in my feed. Doesn't actually look like it. Okay, well, I'm gonna throw y'all at Mythics, who is doing pummel party. Oh.
You're so close to death.
Doing a quick stretch.
Feel yourself bleeding out.
I can't think of a good raid message.
No, this is
so
just like normal time of the month.
go be good and spam a lot of hearts at Mythics, please and thank you. I'll stretch my wrist after the stream. All right, after we're done raiding, I will stretch my wrist. But yeah, you know what? All right, there you go. Copy Bun's message. Pummels you. There we go. That's the raid message. You can change it to like something nice if you want, but that's what I'm going to be sending. All right. I'll see you all next week. What are we doing? I have no idea. I actually keep wanting to do a game stream in a Pokemon ROM hack I found. I might just throw a random day at some point this week to do that. It depends on how we're feeling and how we're doing. Keep you updated in the Discord. I have to look at my mixer situation and see how to fix this first, though. So, yeah. See you all in the future. Good night. Goodbye. Love yous. Sees yous.
Cindy,
Spam
you
all the
wanna
hearts
whack
at
balls
him.
together?
Okay, thank you.
Headless whack
You wanna
balls.
whack balls together?
Scoots, you wanna whack
Oh,
balls?
so,
Sure. I'll touch all
holy